Ads. Love 'em or hate 'em, they're here to stay. But has anyone noticed a big uptick in ads recently? Especially on YouTube? For going on about 2 or 3 years now, I have had a subscription to YouTube Premium because I didn't want to see ads, and I wanted to gain access to YouTube Music. Recently though, I've been readjusting my budget and YouTube Premium just couldn't make the cut this time, so I'm back to ads again. And just like how when you go back and visit your hometown and it isn't the same as it used to be, YouTube, and specifically its relationship with ads, has changed drastically. Ads are now everywhere on YouTube, and apparently even ad blockers can't save you. What do I really think about the ads? Let's talk about it. So, as a YouTuber myself, I understand the necessity of ads as well as how the system works on my end. The last I checked, as far as videos were concerned, you could put an ad at the beginning, an ad at the end, and if you so choose, some ads in the middle to break up the video. While somewhat annoying, they were at least skippable or very short. But of course, like all things, companies feel the need to sneakily continue to push the envelope. Those ads eventually all got longer, and more minute-long ads began to appear. However, most audiences, while annoyed, were still pretty okay with it because they were skippable after about 15 seconds. Then the ads turned down different avenues as we began to see movie trailers of 2 minutes plus being shown on YouTube videos. Eventually, random YouTube videos can be turned into ads on YouTube. So, believe it or not, sometimes when you click on a video to watch, a whole different YouTuber's video could be playing as your ad before the video you actually clicked on. I've seen ads that are from YouTube channels and they are multiple hours long. Again, thankfully skippable, but why even allow a 3-hour-long ad? This was the last of what I experienced before transitioning over to YouTube Premium years ago. It has been about a month without my subscription, and I've been watching YouTube just as much as I used to, and I have been very, very annoyed. Instead of one ad being played per ad break, now it's multiple. I have never seen more than 3. But 3 is a lot. You can now no longer skip entire ads. When given the prompt to skip, it only skips the ad you're currently on, which does jump the timer up a bit, but it's still time I have to wait. If it was only at the beginning, maybe it might not be so bad. If it was in the beginning, middle, and end like before, I would still be frustrated with it, but at least it's still somewhat skippable. But no, it's worse. It's way, way worse. I was watching a video the other day and I paused it. I was on the pause screen for about 30 seconds, and then the video I was watching, with its paused screen, got minimized, and an ad appeared right next to it. I know some might be okay with this even still, but this to me is a boundary cross, aka a step too far. Allow me to explain. There are many reasons to pause a video. Maybe someone is trying to talk to me or get my attention, I'm trying to point something out in the video, or etc. Bottom line is, when I pause the video, I expect the video to be paused. The screen should not still be moving in any capacity. I paused it. Imagine if this worked with music. You're listening to a song, you pause it, and then it starts playing an ad in your ear. Yeah, that would be very annoying. The ad pop-up during a paused video could easily catch someone's attention while they're doing a task that requires a lot of focus, distracting them and potentially causing harm. There's another video I watched that was an hour long, and instead of 3 ad breaks, I had 6. They gave me an ad break every 10 minutes. Every ad break had 2 to 3 ads in each one. That is so many ads for a single video. YouTube has turned into another streaming service like Max or Hulu, where I pay per month or I receive ads. And I can't help but ask, what happened? If I recall, there wasn't an issue with money being made or the system that was in place during YouTube's run up to this point. So why add even more ads? Is this just a greedy venture? And here's the thing. I don't know where we go from here. I can't imagine a scenario with ads that's realistically worse than this. They have literally tripled the ads per break, doubled the lengths, multiplied the ad breaks by the video length, and began to have ads during pause screens. Well, YouTube, if you're tripling the ads, then that means we're getting triple the work done on the site, right? Updating and enhancing the user experience? Making things better and easier? Probably not. So then where's all of that extra money going? Music apps is an even worse issue. For YouTube Music, without a subscription, you can't even minimize out of the app. You need to stay inside the app at all times. You can't even lock your phone. This leads to a multitude of issues. If I'm driving and also need to access my GPS, my music will stop the very second I'm out of the app. This is severely unfair and I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. YouTube's main app still allows you to minimize videos. You can't listen on lock screen, but they at least allow that. With YouTube Music, I'm already having to sit through ads before certain songs. You can't allow me to minimize the app, especially while driving, as I listen to music with ads? Amazon Music is almost worse. You can minimize the app, but without a subscription, you're not even able to pick a song you want to listen to. If you click on a song you want to listen to, instead of playing that song specifically, it begins to play a similar song. Imagine if this worked with TV. I'm scrolling Netflix and pick a movie I want to watch, but it starts playing a different movie than the one I clicked on. I think that is just completely and utterly absurd and, frankly, ridiculous. I like to imagine those futuristic timelines where it's a world that's run by evil, kinda like the future in Samurai Jack, where there's just ads everywhere. Yeah, we're on the border of that. Even the GPS app I use on my phone, Waze, will have an ad pop up almost every time I pull to a stop. Ads are becoming so intrusive, they're popping up in areas where, in my opinion, it becomes a safety hazard. The peripheral is an amazing thing, and it will catch movement. So if I'm doing something careful and precise, or if I'm driving and trying to merge lanes, and then it's hard to see the directions on the screen because there's an ad covering 20% of it, I can't properly see where I'm going. What's next? Am I going to be pulling up to a red light, and then while I'm waiting, will an ad be played in my windshield? If I'm trying to merge lanes on the highway, will I have to wait 30 seconds for an ad for Wicked 2 to finish playing in my rearview mirror before I can merge? To the ad companies, my point is this. There has to be a better way to go about this. If your companies are in need of more revenue or your numbers are down, abusing the consumer, the people keeping you in business, and help bring you to your current level of success, can't be the best way for growth. And deep down, you know I'm right. There are people in your company who make a six-figure salary to just come up with money-making ideas. Tell them to go back to the drawing board and find another way. But what do you guys think of all the ads? Is there too much, or do they not bother you? Comment below and let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video.